Okay, here we go. So, humorous mode again. Yay. And here we go, final episode of humorous mode before we move on over to the ECW exclusive Sin pay-per-view. And so, welcome to Superstars, the joint branded show between Raw, SmackDown, and ECW. Kicking things off here, SmackDown. Action. Number one contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, as it's the New Day, Xavier Woods and Big E, taking on the Club, Carnson and Doc Gallows. Of course, Anderson and Gallows, they did debut on SmackDown. They did lose to the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, DX, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. They get a second opportunity here tonight. It was a non-title matchup, but they get a second opportunity here tonight against the New Day. The original plan for the SmackDown exclusive Bound for Glory pay-per-view, which is going to be the next pay-per-view we do, and which is going to be in week whenever after this week, so or whenever. It's going to be in week 14, so yeah, that's that. And the original plan was to do the New Day versus the Young Bucks, and then one contenders matchup for SmackDown titles. And DX still have the night off, but no, since I've realized that we're gonna have to put DX in tag title matchup, they're gonna have to defend their titles. So it was just a random pick between the New Day or the Young Bucks. New Day, they did get picked to face off against Anderson and Gallows. Tag division is not all that strong here on SmackDown, so Anderson and Gallows are a breath of fresh air into the SmackDown tag title division. We shall see if they are to defeat the New Day here tonight, and if they could eventually challenge for those SmackDown Tag Team Championships that DX hold. But Young Bucks, they will face off against the loser of this contest. So if either the New Day or Anderson and Gallows, if they are to lose this tag title matchup, Young Bucks will face off against them in another number one contenders matchup after the Bound for Glory pay-per-view. So that will be that. So either way, we can still have the New Day or Anderson and Gallows become number one contenders, or we can have the Young Bucks. Anyway, that's that for the SmackDown Tag Division. This is SmackDown side of things. Ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight for Raw's action, we shall get Ken Shamrock taking on Randy Orton. Of course, Shamrock, he did answer WWE Champion AJ Styles. He did answer his open challenge in the main event of your latest episode of Raw. And so that was a pretty good back and forth match. It was definitely one of the better matches here on Humorous Mode, specifically for Raw as well. So that was a great main event to cap off Week 13, the Week 13 episode of Raw. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, that also means ECW, they're going to have the main event here tonight on Superstars, as it's going to be a little bit of the preview for the triple threat for the Hardcore Television Championship that Kenny Omega holds, as it's going to be his the first ever Hardcore Television Champion, Taz. He's going to be taking on the man who defeated Kenny Omega in a non-title contest, Test. So Test, he's in the triple threat. He's been confirmed to be in triple threat for like the past two episodes of ECW due to him defeating Omega in the one-on-one non-title contest. And Taz, he's capping off his rematch clause since he was the first ever ECW Hardcore Television Champion. So, and Omega, he did defeat Taz to become the second ever champion, so that's how that worked out. So triple threat, Omega does have his hands full, but here tonight, one-on-one action between Taz and Test. That shall be good, and it's going to be a preview of the triple threat for ECW's mid-card championship. So that shall be good. So it's going to be a good episode of Superstars, as now Doc Gallows in the mix. He shall be facing off against Big E. This is going to be a pretty good, pretty nice matchup. Big man Gallows against, the powerhouse of the New Day, Big E, Xavier Woods, of course, I guess you could say the Smarts, and of course Cole Kingston. He's not part of New Day here. He's doing his own solo thing with R-Truth. Well, he's doing his own tag team with R-Truth, so that's that. Xavier Woods now trying to cause a distraction to Doc Gallows, perhaps. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Superstars, rolls on as we go to break. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, during the break, Xavier Woods, he did not get tagged in at all, but the roles have been switched, as we now got Big E and Carl Anderson as here. Big E, after that kick right to the head, Anderson, he could have just taken Big E out of this matchup, and yes, he has. Well, there we go, perfect timing. Big E, he has been eliminated from this tag team matchup, because he has been counted out. It's not going to count as the whole team getting eliminated, but it's going to count as Big E just by himself, and now it's Gallows and Anderson. against just Xavier Woods now. So Woods, he's gonna have to prove his worth to the New Day. See there, oh, there he goes, nasty landing to the outside. As Doc Gallows, just a simple kick right to the side, perhaps the hip or the back of Xavier Woods. I didn't fully see it, so, but Woods now trying to gain some momentum here, trying to catch a little breather here. But Gallows and Anderson not gonna let that happen here tonight. Carnes, and he wants to try and prove his worth to the club. As of course Doc Gallows, the stronger of the two, but Anderson probably the more talented wrestler. The more likely the more willing to perhaps pull off a good 5-star match than Gallows. Not to say that Gallows won't, but Anderson most definitely could pull off one very much quicker. Okay, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I can't talk today. I just woke up. And by I just woke up, I mean I just woke up like 2 hours ago. I think it's like 12 or 1 something. I don't know. So that's that. Anyway. This was pre-recorded like a whole bunch of days ago. I just got too lazy. Finally doing it now because I got nothing else to do. Anyway, now Anderson simply just trying to wear down Xavier Woods throughout this matchup here. A couple of strikes by Anderson now showing his worth, proving his worth here. But so is Xavier Woods trying to gain some momentum here. Nails that back suplex. There goes Anderson back into the ring. And now Woods has him. Off the ropes goes Anderson. And well, Woods just gonna let him dry. Hang him out dry, but now Woods off the ropes, right double X handle. Connected right to the back of the head. I could barely talk. I don't know why. I'm having a tongue-tied problem as of right now. I don't know why, but it's just happening. Anyway. Anderson now, he's not the legal man. It's now Doc Gallows, who is, in fact, the legal man in this matchup. And now Xavier Woods walking around. He got caught. Gets caught by Gallows. Then look at this, Doc Gallows. The size of this man is unreal. Sadly, he is on SmackDown. Big Cass is over on Raw. So, can't get that much of a pretty nice dream match. Big Show, although, he is on SmackDown. So, we could see a little bit of a nice meeting. A friendly giant meeting between Gallows and Big Show. And, of course, when I say friendly, I just mean gruesome. But in like a friendly giant manner. But we all know both of those two giants aren't very friendly. Big Show. He's gotten multiple victories against Kazuchika Okada. And, well, there you go. A cutter by Gallows. And now into a sleeper hold. Surprisingly, not going for the pin after that. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, that could be all she wrote in this matchup. Nope, never mind. It is not. Gallows doing a pretty good. I can't talk. I don't know why, but he's been doing a pretty good job of isolating Xavier Woods. And as soon as I said that, Woods did do a German suplex. So commentator's curse. So that's great. And now Woods strike right to Gallows, but now there goes Woods. Never mind. I'm about to say Xavier Woods. He had a fighting chance for just a short second, but okay. The carrier system sends whatever it was. Okay. Anyway. Woods now trying to fight back here against Gallows, doing a pretty decent job at doing it. Okay, never mind. Counter's curse once again. Anderson, he's on the top rope now. When there goes Woods, and no, Anderson not going to jump off. Well, instead, going to try and inspect some strikes, but Woods taking him down. Forgot that Gallows is, in fact, still the legal man, and Anderson causing a very good distraction. But now Woods lifting up the big man for a backbreaker. Gallows didn't even feel it, shrugging it off. Now Doc Gallows perhaps could just make the club win this #1 contenders matchup, and then only their secondary matchup here in Universe mode, and specifically on the SmackDown roster as well. They could easily get a #1 contenders shot. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, Raw, ECW, they've been doing their own stuff with the tag division. Raw, they've been running out of some fresh faces. ECW, they actually have perhaps the best tag team division. ECW, they probably do have the best tag team division in all of this Universe mode. They do have a bunch of tag teams. They've been showcasing them often, except for DIY. DIY, they haven't been showcased all that much lately on ECW after they lost their ECW tag team matchup to Abyss and Matt Morgan, which of course are still your ECW tag team champions. Anyway, now Anderson trying to look for something here, just trying to win this matchup. Of course, the club, part of Bullet Club, and of course, Bullet Club members are scattered I repeat, they are absolutely scattered throughout humorous mode. Of course, Raw, they have WWE Champion AJ Styles, a part Bullet Club. Not to mention, they also have Cody Rhodes. ECW specifically, they got Kenny Omega, also along with Finn Balor and Adam Cole. And SmackDown, of course, they do have Gallows Hansen and the Young Bucks. Raw, they still need their Mystery Bullet Club member, because of course that's been advertised along with Brock Lesnar as they're the club. They pick up an important victory, and they shall face off against Triple H and Shawn Michaels for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. That shall be good. And so the Big E and Young Bucks match shall be continued. Well, not the Big E and Young Bucks match, the New Day and Young Bucks match, to see who becomes the number one contender for SmackDown titles. So that shall be good. Moving on to Raw side of things. This man right here, Ken Shamrock, world's most dangerous man alive, will at least occur into history. And well, during his matchup against Randy Orton, well, that's right now, during his matchup against WWE Champion AJ Styles, when he answered Styles' open non-title challenge, of course, he did have a pretty nice showing. And Randy Orton, of course, he did have a great matchup against Apollo Crews in the middle of Monday Night Raw. Well, not Monday Night Raw, because we don't do it on Mondays. We do it any day when I actually feel like doing it. So I can't say Monday. Whenever it was uploaded, like a week ago, because I'm too lazy for stuff. But anyway, Randy Orton, he did have an amazing match against Apollo Crews. It was like the second or third match of the night. And so that was great. And there you go. Ken Shamrock, once again, with those bicycle kicks, we saw a whole lot of those in his matchup against Styles in the main event of Raw. So those were two great matches. Styles and Shamrock, and Orton and Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews actually almost picked up a victory against Randy Orton, but Randy Orton's RKO will prove to be too much for the young rookie Apollo Crews. As see there's Shamrock now going off the ropes, tripping off of it a little bit of a mistaken vintage Orton by the Viper. And so now, Viper, Apex Predator, Legend Care, where everyone called Randy Orton, he easily fits the mode for all of them. But for whichever one you want to call him, especially if you want to call him all three of them, works out very well. Now Shamrock perhaps going for a German suplex there again, easily countered by Orton. And now Orton ground and pound here, looking for something to onto a crowd, and well, Shamrock saw an open opportunity right there, taking the opportunity, and now into a crossface. And ladies and gentlemen, Raw side of things on Superstars, they roll on as Orton nails the vintage Orton. And now into the cover. 1, 2, nope. Raw rolls on. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Superstars. This is the Raw side of things here tonight on Superstars of see Randy Orton. Nailing that vintage Orton. Again, he has nailed it many times throughout this matchup here. And now has him a power bomb of all moves by Orton. And now has him RKO to Shamrock. Into the pin, perhaps? Yes, Orton sealing the victory here. Never mind. Ken Shamrock kicking out once again. Shamrock, remember, in his match against Styles, he did kick out of multiple Styles clashes. And now RKO out of nowhere by Randy. Oh man, Orton, he was dazed for a second there. But now into the pin, that one for sure has to be. Yet only a 2 count against Shamrock. Ken Shamrock proving his worth once again, nailing down Orton. Now off the ropes, perhaps another time. Never mind, he's stopping right in his tracks. Orton keeps getting up. And now power slam. Ken Shamrock kicked out of multiple Styles clashes a couple days ago on Raw. And now kicked out of 2 RKOs here tonight. But then again, remember, Styles, it took like 4 or 5 Styles clashes to put away Shamrock. Once Styles hit 2 Styles clashes in a row to make like 4 or 5 Styles clashes in total in the whole matchup. Once he did 2 in a row, that puts Shamrock away for the 1, the 2, and 3. So Orton gonna have to pull out perhaps a couple more RKOs in this matchup. But now Shamrock with that ankle lock and perhaps tries to snap it in half. One of Shamrock's most deadliest moves is that ankle lock. Does it very well. And now Orton, well, he's starting to become a Crimson Mask. Look at his face. It's busted open. It's not having that much blood starting to pour out. But as this match shall progress, definitely some more blood gonna start coming out. And now Shamrock on top rope. Oh man, the big guy nails the close 9. Right to Randy Orton. Simple kick right to the chest. And now another simple kick. Those side kicks. Right to the back of the shoulder. Right to the back. Right to like the chest and stuff. Orton, he's getting toyed around with. He's getting played around with here by Shamrock's kicks. And they're working to be very effective in this matchup. And now Orton, he caught him. And now seated powerbomb. Of all moves, you wouldn't think Randy Orton would really do that. As I'm trying to go for the RKO, but no, Shamrock counters with that abdominal stretch. Now has him, nails that bicycle kick right to the chest of Orton, nails him down with that lariat type maneuver. And now a snap suplex. Ken Shamrock on a roll here, proving to us why he could be number one contender for AJ Styles' WWE Championship. And Orton trying to climb the ranks himself. But now Shamrock has him up. Here we go. That powerbomb, power slam. Devastated. 1, 2, and 3. Ken Shamrock wins this matchup, gets closer to facing off against AJ Styles for that WWE Championship. As Randy Orton himself, he's been trying to climb the power rankings because he has been actually mostly forgotten about, as the more young up-and-coming superstars they have been taking the spotlight. But Ken Shamrock, he's not young and he's not up-and-coming. He has been a veteran in this sport for such a long time, and so he's trying to make people notice him once again. Orton, he's struggling a little bit more than Shamrock has been. I guess Orton should have answered that open challenge, but he did have a great showing against Apollo Crews. He did actually defeat the young rookie Apollo Crews, so that worked out well in the favor of Randy Orton. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, glimpse of ECW action at the pay-per-view, as your next episode of Universe Modes shall be the ECW exclusive Sin pay-per-view, where your main event will be Braun Strowman challenging ECW champion Minoru Suzuki for that ECW championship of his, as Strowman did win the number one contenders matchup against Daniel Bryan. And so, but now here's a preview of the triple threat for ECW's mid-card championship, which is that hardcore television championship that Kenny Omega holds. And now here we go, Taz and Test. Nothing gonna be pretty about this matchup, especially his regular Test and Taz style. There's gonna be a tongue twister, since both of these men's names start with T. But now Test getting caught, and now Taz with the back suplex, taking down Test. I swear this is gonna be difficult to commentate. And now Test off the ropes, and Taz with the spine buster right through the table. But now Test immediately getting back up. Oh my god, this was a bad idea to put this matchup on. Why? Because then this is gonna be difficult for me to commentate this. Test, Test, I swear. Okay, now Test. Big guy taking down Taz. Now with the snooker coup. Trying to whack Taz across the head of it. Not fully working out. Taz just taunting him. Never mind. Turns around right into a humongous shot. And now another one. And there goes Taz. Remember, of course, this is ECW action. So, which also means no disqualification action. Action. I swear I cannot talk. I really am sorry. And now Test. Getting the announce table. Looking for something not all that pretty here. Takes him down with that just suplex takedown. Nothing pretty about that. And now drags him right through the table. That was not all that much of a satisfying table break. So that didn't work out well. And now, well, let's see right there. Cobra Clutch. I forgot what Taz called this in ECW, but this is one of his signatures or finishers. I don't know. But now looking to put Test away. I swear this is difficult. Anyway, ECW action rolls on here tonight on Superstars. Let's see her there. There goes Test down to the mat. And here we go. Welcome back. ECW action continues here tonight on Superstars. And there goes Test. As soon as we come back from commercial break, Test taking a nasty land right to the outside. And Taz now has him perhaps looking to send him through that foldable chair. Well, never mind. Test now, the upper hand, has that 2x4. Definitely going to be a handy weapon here against a man like Taz. Taz, of course, some more hardcore experience. He was an ECW original. Test was in the new era ECW back in like 2006. So, and that was actually decent. Well, at least I liked it. I don't know. He did actually get an ECW title shot back then. It didn't work out well because he never won it. But hey, that's what happened, I guess. Only good thing about 2006 ECW was CM Punk, to be fair. Anyway, moving on. Breaking kayfabe here. But kayfabe's already dead. Doesn't matter. Test now has Taz just gonna simply just like, oh, you know what that is? Just like tossing him, like dragging him. And now Taz has him off the ropes. Goes Taz. Well, never mind. Nice counter. Small package by Big Man. Okay, small package countered by Taz. That worked out well, I guess. I don't know. Taz now taking down the big man, going towards the man with the office chair. Perhaps going to send him through it, or just send it. We don't know. Well, there he goes. Never mind. I'm about to say Taz thinking of something there, but no, Taz sent him right through the office chair. Taz getting up before Taz. That's a little bit surprising. This is a tongue twister. But okay. Anyway, Taz. Oh, okay, I don't know. Oh my god, I get so confused. This was a very bad idea. Anyway, Taz, of course, the first ever former and the first ever ECW Hardcore Television Champion in this universe mode. Then he lost it to Kenny Omega back in the Live from the MSG pay-per-view, which was back in week 8. Of course, joined branded between Raw, SmackDown, and ECW. So that was ECW side of things, and it was in the pre-show. Of all things, it was in the pre-show, so that worked out, I guess. But he did lose it to Kenny Omega, so Omega won it in the pre-show. But hey, at least we had the pre-show televised, so that's good, I guess. Now, test with that snooker coup, or it's just, it's like the pool stick. It's easier to say. Pool stick is easier to say than a snooker coup, whatever it's called in this game. I don't know anymore. And now test against send crossed with the pool stick. Now Taz, multiple shots, and oh man, he has him. Looking for something here, has him full Nelson suplex. Right to Taz, that one has to be in, and yes, Taz gets the momentum heading into the triple threat between him, Test, and well, the man he got defeated by. The man who defeated him for that ECW Hardcore Television Championship, Kenny Omega. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to pan our superstars' cameras back to the ring, because ladies and gentlemen, Braun Strowman, he's walking out. He's walking out onto the ring here, and ladies and gentlemen, I don't think Taz notices, but hey, shall see what happens. And now, well, there it goes. Exactly what we said. Strowman has Taz. I believe Taz is still inside the ring. He doesn't know what's happening, but now Strowman, oh man, has him now. This is some horrible commentating, I know, but now he brings him down to the mat. This is like whatever it is, it's just manhandling him. Strowman now, well, he's not done yet. Sends him down, and well, there he goes. Irish whip once again. Ladies and gentlemen, now, Strowman getting back to the ring, but now, check this out. I need to get a replay of this, because look at Strowman just simply hit him in the monitor, then drags him down. I think that has to be like a power slam or something. A variation of a power slam. And now, oh man, Strowman, where he get the chair? Multiple shots right to Test. The big man being manhandled here. He's busted open as well. And now Test getting manhandled by Strowman with the same move that Strowman did to Taz. Whatever it is effective but not pretty. And Strowman walking out, perhaps sending the message to ECW World Heavyweight Champion Minoru Suzuki, who of course won that title from Baron Corbin a couple episodes back whenever that happened. I believe it was at the Barely Legal pay-per-view, so that's when it happened. No, it wasn't. It was whenever it happened. It was in the Live from the MSG pay-per-view. I remember now. I remember. Anyway, thank you all for watching this episode of Superstars. Of course, Superstars, since it's not as important as like all the other shows, well, it's important because we're able to showcase other superstars, pun intended, that don't get showcased all that much. Also, we do have Heat, Velocity, and Metal to be the pre-shows for like Heat for Raw, Velocity for SmackDown, Metal for ECW, of course. So that's how that works out, I guess. Well, that's how I made it work out. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of Superstars. Next episode of Universe Mode will be the ECW exclusive Sin pay-per-view. I'm sorry if my whole commentary sounded like super bad throughout this like whole video, because I just had multiple tongue twist where I cannot talk. I don't know why. But I just woke up like 2 or 3 hours ago. It's perhaps like 12 or 1 something. I believe it's like 1 or 2 something. I woke up at like 10, 11, so that's how that worked out, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of Superstars. Catch you all in the next one. Don't miss the Easter exclusive Sin pay-per-view, which is probably not going to have as many matches. It's probably just going to have like 5 or 6, so that's how that works out, I guess. I'm not sure. Match card will be uploaded whenever I actually buy to actually make the match card. So that'll be the next thing we do, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Bye.